What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel again, and welcome to another tactical replication video. And it's a requested video. One of my viewers actually requested a Leeds United tactical breakdown under, of course, the legendary Marcelo Bielsa. As you see from the title, it's called Murderball. So let me get one thing clear first. The term Murderball, it's not actually related to aggressive tackles, Brexit football, brash tackles, people flying all over the faces, bruises, everything. Not that kind of sort. So I digged a lot into this thing called Murderball, and one of Leeds United's players who played under Marcelo Bielsa, he actually coined the term Murderball in Win Foster's podcast. The term Murderball, it's actually related to intensity of the game. All right, not just in the pitch but also off the pitch. And if you know anything about Marcelo Bielsa, he is a tactical freak. All right, it's all about tactics, 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 and tactics. And as a disclaimer, I want to give you guys this particular tactical replication. It's pretty hard to replicate on a game like FC25. Why? Because the base formation, that's fine, but the build up play and the system that he used to play, it's actually pretty tough to replicate. But I'm going to try my best to to do justice to Marcelo Bielsa and his lead side. It was very entertaining and attacking brand of football, so that's that. So as you can see, we have picked Leeds United, of course, for this example, and Middlesbrough. That's a random opponent with Michael Carrick. Let's go straight to team management. As I said, this tactic or Marcelo Bielsa's murder ball, it's pretty tough to replicate, and I'm gonna show you why it's pretty tough. So the base formation, if you go straight to the tactics, it's of course custom, and the base formation, what or he the formation that he started the matches with is actually a 4-1-4-1, and the with a one holding midfielder in, of course, Calvin Phillips. And the build up style, yeah, I said that it's a pretty hard formation to replicate, because as I found out through my research on various channels and everything, that it's a mixture of fast paced counter attacking football, long balls, and relentless pressing. So you can't combine those three things in FC25. If you put the tactical preset to direct play, cautious, or anything like that, it won't just work. But I will try my best to replicate this one. So there's that. And as it's counter-attacking football with a lot of ball retention, ball possession, one-touch passes, long balls, everything, I have put the build-up style to counter. But if you look at the defensive approach or the high line, you can see we are pushing an 80 high line. You can get it to 95. If you get it to 95, then it triggers that gegenpressing thing, that high intensity gegenpressing football. So you are now getting the counter attack, and you are now getting, of course, the gegenpress or the high intensity pressing. All right. So let's keep it to 95. No problems with that one. The current Leeds United side, their defenders, they are not that fast, but let's keep it to 95. No problems with that one. And as for short passes and one-touch football, you can do that by you can play balanced, but I think it's better to get counter on the build-up style and the defensive approach to aggressive for that gegenpressing. Okay, so the base formation is a 4-1-4-1. The build-up style is counter, and the defensive approach is absolutely aggressive for that gegenpress high intensity football. All right. Now then, the most tricky part. it's actually the most tricky part. All right. I think if I remember correctly, uh, he started off with a 4-1-4-1 with Calvin Phillips as a sole number six, and uh, Jack Harrison was playing on the left hand side, and Rafinha was playing on the right hand side, and Ethan Ampadu and I don't remember the other defender. Meslier was on goal. I remember that one, but I can't actually remember who, because as Leeds are now currently in the championship, I don't recall who were playing uh, in the side where when they were in the Premier League. So that's that. So let's go to the player roles first. The absolute key player role. Remember this, guys. The absolute key player role for the Marcelo Bielsa Murderball tactic, it's actually Calvin Phillips' role. All right. As I said, that it's a mixture of counter-attacking and gegenpressing. So, in a typical Leeds United situation, what will happen is Meslier, he will get the ball, they'll start the build-up play from the back to the defenders. Calvin Phillips would drop deep. Then he will create a diamond with him, this guy, Meslier, and this guy. All right. And that enables the fullbacks, or at least one of them, to push up high. And that pushes the winger high. Or sometimes what will happen is both of the fullbacks will push up high and the other two will also push up high. If they were playing a team like Liverpool, who are better at gegenpressing, then they will build up the play with short passes from the back. Or Calvin Phillips, who was actually pretty decent on the ball, would ping the ball over to Harrison or Rafinha, who would burst forward because Liverpool were playing a decent amount of high line under Jurgen Klopp. So that's that. And Patrick Bamford back then, he is still playing at Leeds United. He was a sole striker. So that's that. And I said the player roles, it's actually a tricky part because why? Because you can either get both of your fullbacks on wingbacks so that they could push up and down the pitch, but his build-up formation, or if we switch to the with the ball formation, it actually looked like a 3-3-1-3. But as you can see from this one, it looks like a 3-4-3. It's not a 3-3-1-3. Why is that? Because among these two box-to-box midfielders, one of them sometimes would push up and act as a playmaker behind the other center midfielder. So that actually makes the 3-3-1-3. This guy will then drop deeper as a holding midfielder or as a deep line playmaker with Calvin Phillips doing a double pivot, and this guy will come back centrally as a classic 10. And the other three speaks for itself. So if you look at this thing right now, it actually resembles a 3-3-1-1. But as as you can't move players in FC25, I can't actually show you the correct 3-3-1-3. So that's that. And both Jack Harrison and Rafinha back then, they were on inside forward on balanced, no problems with that one. And the defenders, you can put them on defender on balanced as well. Or you can put, if you have somebody like who has a ball playing defender plus, you can get them on ball playing defender as well with a focus on build up. But it pushes him high, so he could get out of position. But it's better to keep the, if you want to play a ball playing defender, put them on defend, not build up, or as a defender on balanced. Anyone will do. As for the fullbacks, I said that sometimes one would push high, one would stay wide, or one would stay back. So if you can mix and match actually, or sometimes what they did was, I said this thing, guys. disclaimer that this tactic is actually very hard to replicate on a game like FC25 or any other football game, because uh, it varied from game to game what the player roles were. It's known as Murderball for a reason, because it's intensive football on the pitch, but off the pitch, it was the training sessions, the tactical sessions. It was actually intense. It depended from game to game. All right. If they are facing Liverpool, they switched up to another tactical preset or the tactical style. If they are playing a bottom half club like Bournemouth, someone like that, then there would have been another style. If they were playing Man United, who are under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back then, they were counter-attacking side. They will push up the fullbacks, both of them. So there's that sort of stuff. So you can mix and match actually. Sometimes what they did was they actually deployed the left-sided center back as a false back, so that he could actually move into the midfield and form a box with form a double pivot with Calvin Phillips when they were under pressure, and the other one he will actually move up the pitch with the winger also moving up the pitch when they are under pressure. Sometimes, if they wanted to maintain possession, all right, either one of them, either this guy or this or the right-sided guy, but in most cases it was the left back or sometimes the right back, depending on the situation. If they are facing pressure on the right hand side, then this guy would act as a false back. All right. If they are facing pressure on the other side of the pitch, then this guy would act as a false back. He will come into the midfield and form a double pivot with Calvin Phillips, so that they could keep hold of the ball and they would build up the play with short passes and stuff like that. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, and let's keep this thing as simple as possible. Now then, so the player roles. Meslier, yeah, it's a modern game. Marcelo Bielsa, being a very proactive and very high intensive manager, he needs he wanted a keeper who was good on the ball. So Meslier currently has a super keeper plus. Keep him on balanced, no problems with that one. You can keep him on build up, but it's high risk. So yeah, that's that. And speaking of high risk, you know why Marcelo Bielsa doesn't actually win that much of a trophy? Because he plays very high risk football, and that costs him dearly. If you put just for example, or just for context, if you put Meslier as a build up, if you put both of your defender on a ball playing defender and a build up, then you will be susceptible to sudden brutal counter attacks. And as you are pushing and very aggressive gegenpressing high line, then you will be caught out in possession, especially if you are playing in the vanilla game or if you are playing on a PS5 or Xbox, something like that. I am playing on the Anthony James's gameplay mode and FIFA, but so I don't have a problem with this one. But it's actually, even with Anthony James's gameplay mode, it's risky, if I can translate that correctly. Even on the FIFA's mode, it's risky to keep both of your ball playing defenders with a build up and your goalkeeper on a sweeper keeper on build up. So keep your sweeper keeper on balanced, keep one playing defender on defend, and keep the other one as a traditional defender on balanced. I think it's fine. So you get a defender on balanced, and you get a ball playing defender who is on defend. All right. And as for the fullbacks, if you want to get the best out of both of them, if you want both of them to sometimes act as a false back, sometimes act as a out and out fullback, keep the focus on support. Both of them. Now, as you can see, they are moving deeper with the support focus. If you put them on balance, they will push up wide. But if you put them on support, then they will come back centrally, as you can see here. And when you are not on the ball, you will not be susceptible to brutal counter attacks. All right. So that's that. And as these fullbacks are on support, the other team or the opposition might play a long ball wide. But as you are playing narrow with that support focus, you can actually go out wide the fullbacks and intercept that ball or put a tackle in. Or your defender, one or the other, if you are if you lose the ball high up the pitch and you are having a counter-attacking situation from the other side, then one or two of the defenders will try and close him down, the attacker down. But in the vanilla game, it doesn't work. It only works in the Anthony James's gameplay mode. So proceed with caution, guys. So that's that. So the wingbacks, put them on support. All right. And as for the two midfielders, you can keep them on both on box to box. No problems with that one. It's better that Dan James's case, yeah, he's a right-footed right winger, of course, formerly of Manchester United. And Wilfred Nonto, he is right-footed, so he's fine with that one. Patrick Bamford as a poacher on plus attack, yeah, it's fine. Keep both of your wingers on inside forward balanced, no problems with that one, because they have to come back and defend. And yeah. And as for Calvin Phillips's case, the CDM, this one, he was not actually a destroyer, by the way. He was more of a technical player, all right, who can ping the ball high up the pitch. What he mostly did was he formed a diamond, as I said, with the back three, the two defenders and the goalkeeper, and they were playing short passes. And sometimes there would be a signal. He will then turn and put a very long ball to either Rafinha or Jack Harrison. And then all of a sudden, you're on the front foot. That's what Calvin Phillips actually did. He was not a destroyer. He was not a holding midfielder, that sort of stuff. He was a deep line playmaker with a focus on build up. So that's that. And he was actually the key part of this Leeds United side. You had players like Rafinha and Jack Harrison and Bamford. I have no problems with that. They were very good goalkeeper. They were very good players back then. But the key part of this system working was actually Calvin Phillips. Nowadays he's disappeared, but in this Leeds United team, he was the key guy. He was the main man. All right. So there's that. And let's rewind. So you can put your striker on poacher and attack. That's fine. Patrick Bamford still playing, so no problems. Wilfred Nonto, I have picked him because of his pace, inside forward balanced. Keep both of your center mids box to box on balanced. The other winger, same thing. And for the fullbacks, keep them on wing back and support. And defender, you can get one defender on balanced and one on ball playing defender on defend. All right. So that's that. Now then, there is another part of this system. As you can see, Tanaka here, he is a center mid with a decent amount of defending stats and physical stats. All right, he's 5'11", so no problems with that. Gruev, he's a natural CDM, so that's fine. But if you look at Aronson, you can see that he's a cam, not a center mid. And if you remember, I said the 3-3-1-3, one of these two midfielders will try to play as a playmaker in the central zone. All right. So it's better that you put one of the two midfielders who is a cam and one as a box to box with a balanced stats. All right. And this guy, he has to have a decent amount of passing stats because he will be playing as a deep lying playmaker on defend. Okay, we have Rothwell, so let's play him because he has a good passing stat. All right. So there's that. And Schmidt and Bogle there, they have a decent amount of pace, no problems with that one. Dan James as well, and so does Wilfred Nonto. So yeah. So that's Marcelo Bielsa's Murderball. As I always do, let's get started with let's play a match against Middlesbrough. I picked Borough as a random opposition. We're playing at Ellen Road. I'm just gonna play the first half. So that's that. And yeah, but disclaimer, guys, you have to actually try very hard to replicate this tactic because it was tough for me. So there's that. So we intercept that ball, but it's out for a throw in. And as Leeds are in the championship right now, you can put the tactical. If you're playing career mode, you can put the tactical preset on gegenpressing. But yeah, you have to make some signings who are good on the ball, who can build up the play. That sort of stuff. All right. So they're on the attack. So that's Ethan Amparu there, the fullback. Yeah, as you can see, Dan James. Yeah, he got tackled there. The championship, it's a very physical league, so there will be tackles. There will be a lot of stuff, but you can't play this high octane, high intensity football without having the proper amount of players. So win the ball back. So here's Thomas. Let's pass. Okay, Nonto is on his bike. So let's get Schmidt. So here's our fullback, Conman. Yeah, there are a lot of cutbacks happening. Put a cutback in. Okay, that didn't work, but we get a throw in. No problems with that. So here's Nonto there. He has a lot of pace. Yeah, put a cutback. Okay, that didn't work, but yeah, we get a corner. Let's take it short actually. So here's Nonto again. Conman put a shot in. Okay, that's blocked. But as you can see, you have to play on the front foot. Alright, not the back foot. But sometimes what you need to do is you need to do these kinds of things where you have to keep rotating the ball as we're doing right now. Keep hold of the ball. Yeah, find some space. Okay, that's a Dan James, Conway, man have a shot, so that's a goal. That was actually Marcelo Bielsa's Leeds. As you saw, we were playing short passing, one-touch football. That's the Bellingham celebration. Good one there. Yeah. As you saw, that we are playing short passing to find spaces. All right. But then again, disclaimer, I'm playing on realism mods, I'm playing on gameplay mods. So it might not actually work in the vanilla game as it's working here. So as you can see, we're on the front foot again, and now we're on the counter attack. It's a mixture of counter attack and of course the pressing. So it's Dan James, Conman get in the box. Okay, put a cut back in. Nonto again. Yeah, that's I think that's saved maybe. Yeah. So there's a corner. Let's take it short again. Who is available? Okay. So there's Bogle. Yeah, and sometimes you need to pass like this one here. Yeah, pull it back. Find space. There is a space opening up there. So there's Aronson. The cam. Yeah, pull it back, my man. Here's James again. Didn't work, but yeah, Ampadu there. Nice interception. Here's Bogle. Rothwell. Yeah. Tanaka hit it, my man. Whoa, that was a good shot, by the way, not gonna lie. But it's always front-footed approach with Marcelo Bielsa. High intensity, high octane football. So there's that. You might think that I'm saying this that it might not translate to the vanilla game, but you might ask a question that okay, if it doesn't apply to the vanilla game, then what I can do? There is one thing you can do is you can play a 4-1-4-1, put the gegen pressing style, and put the CDM or the number 6, the one sole number 6 on holding and defend, or center half on defend. So that's Dan James, nice pass. There's Bogle, our right back. We get burst of the ball there, but as you can see, we're all over Borough. So that's that. So as I was saying, you can put your Okay, there's a passing lane open. Nice pass. Come on, make the run. Yeah, Bamford has made that run. Come on, man, shoot. Block. Uh, as I was saying, put your CDM on defend, put your defenders on defender on balance. So that's the first half. All right, we win the first half 1-0, but as you saw, it's a very front-footed approach. All right, so let me show you what you can do if you don't have the Anthony James's gameplay mode, or you don't have any mods. Actually, you are playing on the vanilla game, you are playing on a PS5 or on Xbox, that sort of stuff. All right, so what you can do is you can put Patrick Bamford as a poacher with an attack, no problems with that one. And as for this soul number 6, you can put him as a holding with a defend. All right, don't put him as a ball winning, he'll be out of position. All right, you can put him as a holding, but I will strongly suggest you put him as a center half. Why? Because then he will drop deeper to act as a third center back. Alright, so that's that. I said in my Jockstein video that the center half is actually a middle center back. If you see this thing with the ball, then you can see that Rothwell there, he's on center half and defend. You can see that he's playing as a middle center back. I said this on my Jockstein video, if you remember, that the center half thing, it's actually, I didn't say it in the Jockstein video, but in one of my videos, that this center half thing is actually a middle center back, nothing else. Alright, as it says, a defensive midfielder who will drop between the center backs while their team is in possession to offer protection against the counter attacks. So that's that. You can put your number 6 on a center half and on a defend. Alright, the two box to box, they're fine. And as for the wingers, you have to put them on winger, on balanced, not inside forwards. Why? Because you have the option to cut inside, but if you don't put them on winger, then if you put them on inside forward, then they will not track back that much. But if you put them on winger, on balanced, then they will drop back. As you see, when balanced, the winger will offer both defensive and attacking support. So you have to put both your wingers on balanced and the role as a winger. Alright, so that's that. And put both of your defenders on defender and balanced, not ball playing defender, that sort of stuff. Alright, and put your wing backs on balanced, because I think the support focus, I don't know if it's available in the vanilla game. If that is available in the vanilla game, put the support focus on the fullbacks. If it doesn't, put them on balanced and that sort of stuff. So your team will then not be susceptible to sudden brutal counter attacks. Alright. So that's Marcelo Bielsa's Leeds United, aka the Murderball. It was a requested video. One of my viewers actually requested it. So shout out to my man, and this video is dedicated to you. So that's that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. And I just want to say a big heartfelt thanks to every one of you who have subscribed to the channel. We're on the road to 100 subscribers, and we have passed the 135 watch hour mark, so that's a good thing. And I'm putting out shorts like some screamer goals, that those shorts are getting a lot of views, a lot of watch time. And yeah, we are also doing the AC Milan career mode as well, though that one is also getting a decent amount of watch time. So thank you everyone for your support. I appreciate all of you. Please, if you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel. It's a new channel, it's 2 months old only. And yeah, that's that. And if you like any of the videos, please hit the like button. It helps me out a lot. It helps with the algorithm, of course, as you guys know. So that's that. So that's it for today, guys. That's it for today. And I'll be doing more tactical replications as we go on. As this was a requested video, I put this out first. So that's that. So thank you guys for watching. Take care of your families, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers and goodbye.